Hello and welcome back to my 4th video this week. Believe it or not, I've created 5 videos this week because there's been so much going on. The 5th video I'm pushing off until Monday because I need just a little bit of a break. While I was sitting down watching YouTube, having a cup of tea, enjoying my morning, Tony Northrup's channel came up with a video on the rumored D780. He looked at the rumored specification for the D780, compared it to the D750, and talked about how this camera fits into Nikon's strategy and how it can help save Nikon, providing it with a cache injection. I'm not going to try to reproduce what Tony's done. Tony does a really good analytical type videos, but I think Tony's videos are more aligned with the filmmaker, with the photographer, whereas I'm producing content for the ordinary filmmaker. These are the rumored specifications for the D780. The D780 is a full-frame f-mount camera. It's going to be priced around $2,000. It will have 24 megapixels. It's going to have an improved frames per second over the D750, but it's not going to have any sensor stabilization. It will have live view in video. It will have a 3.2-inch tilt screen, not flip screen, and it's going to have 51 autofocus points through the optical viewfinder. Unfortunately though, these autofocus points are going to be centered towards the middle, much like Canon has done in their 6D Mark II. So this is not ideal for video, but where video does get a bump is going to have 4K 30 and 1080p at 120, whereas the 750 had 1080p at 60, so that's a rather significant bump there for video. It's going to have dual UHS cards, and it's going to have snap bridge. It's a nice bump up for video. So let's address the first concern for ordinary filmmakers, autofocus. The D750 was weak in autofocus. Well, let me back that up a little bit. It was weak with continuous autofocus. If your subject is moving around a lot, going from one place to another, going to the edge of the frame, you weren't going to be too happy with the results. The 750 was not strong in autofocus. If you're going to be producing video where the subject is stationary, such as YouTube videos, or where you're quite adept at pulling focus manually, then yes, the 780 is a terrific camera. You're going to have sharp, detailed 4K 30, and you're going to have really good slow motion in 1080p. So it's going to produce a really good, detailed, color accurate video. But if your subject is moving around, this camera is not for you. So who is this camera designed for? Well, the camera is designed for photographers. If you like the 750, you're going to like the 780. If you have a lot of Nikon glass for the f-mount, you're going to like this camera. You're staying within the ecosystem. But for the ordinary filmmaker, if you don't have Nikon, would I recommend this? No. If you have a Nikon Z6 or Z7, would I recommend this? No, I'd stay with the Z6 and Z7. If you don't have a camera body, or you're not brand loyal, as I mentioned in my video on December the 31st, I would wait. We're going to see a lot of cameras coming out in the next 6 months. Panasonic's going to be releasing their GH6. The GH5, again, was an amazing camera for a micro four thirds. The only downside there, again, was continuous autofocus. Panasonic believes in contrast detect and making that work. Fujifilm's X-T3 was an amazing camera, so we're going to see the X-T4 coming out. And we're going to see the unicorn of cameras, the Sony a7S III, coming out as well. And on top of that, Canon's supposed to be releasing 4 different cameras next year, 2 pro-level cameras, and a mirrorless equivalent of the 5D as well as the 5D Mark V. So a lot is happening. Now, will Canon cripple those cameras? Who knows? The question usually is how much will it cripple the features? So if you can wait, I would wait. The D780 is an amazing camera. If you're a photographer, you won't be disappointed. But for the ordinary filmmaker, at that price point with the body and the lens, if this is your first camera, you're going to find the autofocus to be weak and difficult to use. If you have any questions regarding this video or any comments, drop them in the comment section down below. I respond to comments usually within 24 hours. If you'd like to receive notifications of new videos as they come out, click subscribe, followed by clicking that little bell icon and choosing all. you'll get a notification either via email or by the bell icon at the top of your screen, or both, depending on how you've set up your settings in Google. Thank you very much for stopping by today. Happy New Year, and we'll see you soon.